It's finally time to wear sweaters again. Yay! What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Big N Collects, or welcome if this is your first time. I'm Nathan. Now, before we get started, thanks to everybody again for checking out my last video. I know it went a little bit longer than I wanted. I'd like to keep things under 20 minutes if at all possible, but sometimes we are going to go over. It is what it is. But before we get started, also make sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe on any of these videos. Hit the little subscribe right there. It's right there. It's okay. I'll wait. We're good? Cool. So first up, we are starting into a new collection with a similar product. I decided I'm just going to keep going with my superheroes and things of that sort, and picked another hero from my past that I really enjoyed growing up as a kid, and it is Domino. So this is the Deadpool 2 movie version of Domino, which I actually really enjoyed this version as well. And I think that everything on this looks really cool, honestly. I've heard a lot of really dumb things about it looking like Barf's daughter from Spaceballs, and that's just really, come on, y'all. Be an adult. But these head sculpts look amazing, honestly. The extra set of hands, the guns. I'm really excited to start my Domino collection with this. I'll probably end up finding the Marvel Legends, the other Marvel Legends one from the comic book that came out, I guess a year or two ago. Probably will go into the Toy Biz as well. Same with the Moon Knight figures. We're going to try to do what we can and go through this. We've got WWE Elites coming up. Now this is the brand new series that has just hit stores. If you've ordered on Ringside Collectibles, you've probably had these for a couple months. It's a great opportunity to get those if you want to pay the little premium to get them ahead of time. I will for some things, but I also just really like the hunt. So we've got Elite Series 79. Now this is probably one of my sets that I've been looking forward to the most as of recent date. The whole set pretty much I wanted everybody. So the first one is my favorite of all, and it's Io Shirai. Now this figure is just so incredible. It actually, everything about it, the sculpt, the soft goods coat, just everything about it looks like a tiny Io Shirai, and I'm really excited to have this in my collection. I think there needs to be more women figures, and with me going down the Japanese route, I'd like to have more Joshis, but with her I also have a Kairi Sane, and I have a couple of Asukas, so I'm excited to put all those together. Next up, we have Bobby Fish in the camo. I'm really excited for this to go along with my Undisputed Era collection. I have the Undisputed Era 3-pack with the first Bobby Fish, the first Kyle O'Reilly, and I think the first Adam Cole in WWE figures. So I'm excited to have this one to go along with the second Adam Cole Elite that I have. And I'm looking forward to the Kyle O'Reilly that I think is in Series 80. Now, this is the Chase figure out of the series. In addition to the camo, there's a black one. Now, to finish off the actual Undisputed Era, I need to go back and try to find someone with the Roderick Strong figure for not an excessive amount of money, because while I do love Roderick Strong a lot, I don't know if I really want to pay $50 for that figure, especially not for WWE Elite, I don't think. Bobby Fish. And then we've got Daniel Bryan. Now this is probably the first Daniel Bryan Elite that I've gotten, maybe even the first Daniel Bryan figure, period. For some reason, I just never was a big fan of the head sculpts on these, or on his figures, especially when he had the longer hair, which there is a longer haired sculpt right here. I like the short hair. I like the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and for some reason I never picked up the I think it was the Fan Central Elite, where it was essentially an American Dragon. I need to go pick that up, but I really like the short-haired sculpt on him. He has the yes fingers, and he also has 3 other sets of interchangeable hands. So, landmark occasion for me right here. And then last from Series 79, the figures I wanted, we have 2/3 of the New Day, which are now on separate brands. We have Big E and Xavier Woods. I could do them separately, but because I love New Day so much as a faction and a tag team, and it really breaks my heart. Even though I haven't been keeping up much with the WWE programming, I do know that Big E is supposed to get some sort of singles push, and then Xavier and Kofi are on Raw with the Raw Tag Team Championships. So this is a little heartbreaking to have, but in addition to the Kofi with the matching gear, this is actually the first full New Day set that I have where they're all matching. I want to go back and get all the rest of them just because I do love the team so much, and believe it or not, New Day figures are usually the first ones out of the sets to not be found in the wild around here. So that's probably why I haven't found them too often. But so Big E, Xavier, big ups. Continuing on with more WWE figures, I found Series 8 of the WWE Legends, the brand new wave. It just hit Targets as it's a Target exclusive, and I got Jake the Snake Roberts in the maroon pants. I really like this figure. Jake was one of my childhood favorites growing up. The Hasbro was one of the first couple of action figures that I ever owned as a child, so holds a little dear place in my heart. And then I actually pre-ordered this on Target the day that they went up, not when they went up, because for some reason Target likes to do their pre-orders at 3 in the morning. Why? I don't know. But it was kind of a surprise drop, so by the time that I actually got to order it, the Eddie was actually the only one left. But whenever these hit stores, I just went ahead and canceled that pre-order because there's no telling when I would have gotten that. But this is like the closest pre-death Eddie Guerrero, and he is in my actual top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time. So it's really cool to get. I really love the paint deco on this, and this is actually the first Eddie with the bleached tips. So it's very mid-2000s, you know. Not much else I can say about how much I love this figure. It's great. So now we're going to shift from wrestling into anime. I know. They're so alike. At least they are to me. I don't know. But we have from a local shop here in town called Toy Dojo. I'm I'm really excited I found this place. I actually didn't know that there was a shop like this in Austin because anytime I really searched for toy shops or collectible shops or anything, it would just kind of give me the run of the mill things or the big box stores or even the comic book stores. And none of the comic book stores really have a lot of SH Figuarts or the Robot Spirits or anything that's not necessarily comic book related, like some comic book stores around the country do, which is not a fault to them. They're still great comic book stores, but when you're looking for action figures, especially in town, definitely hit up Toy Dojo. And I'm going to leave a link to them down in the description because their shop is small, but it's super packed and it's super great. I cannot say enough good things about them. They have, anime stuff. They have Transformers. They have Hot Toys. They have Figuarts. They have some Mafex, Super 7, Storm Collectibles. They have just things that you would want to find in a toy store like that. So from Toy Dojo, we're actually going into a new line of Figuarts because I was in there and I'd kind of been looking at these for a little bit, but didn't know if I wanted to go ahead and pull the trigger on them. But I was in there and they look cool, and so we got the Pretty Guardian Super Sailor Moon Figuarts, and now I picked this one because it has a lot of head sculpts and because of the accessories that come with it as well. So I'm really excited to have this. The box art looks great. I never want to take these out of the box because I know that the artist and everyone puts so much time and effort into making it look so cool and making you want to buy it. But I'm a loose collector and I don't have room for boxes, so unfortunately, away it goes. And then also in that line, we've got the Pretty Guardian Super Sailor Venus, which comes with a lot of accessories and everything like that. I just think it's really cool. I think, Sailor Moon was one of those things that I watched while I was getting ready for school in the morning when I was a kid. It was this and Dragon Ball Z. I turn on my TV and it's kind of cliche, but I kind of knew how much time I had to get ready based on when I woke up and turn my TV on and where the episode was, like if it was just starting or if it was more towards the middle or anything like that. But to have Venus and Moon now, I think I want to. I know I want to keep finding these Super Sailors, so we'll see how that goes in future videos. And now a line that I wasn't sure if I really wanted to collect. It was something that kind of always tickled my fancy a little bit, but there was just one of the figures that was just so bad. And we'll get to that now because it's the Naruto Anime Hero series and it's Kakashi. The reason why I dislike this figure so much is the skin tone on it. He is like greenish, yellow, brown. I don't know. It just, and you'll see why here in a second. But it put me off on this, and it just, I only picked it up because I was in a Target and there was a tag and these Naruto figures, I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but it said Naruto figures and it said original price $19.99 and then they were on clearance for $4.99. Whether or not that was the way it was supposed to be or not, I don't know, but $5, I can make it work. And to finish off wave 1, we've got Naruto himself. You know, and you can tell, you know, the skin tone on Naruto is an actual skin tone. It's more in line with the anime. It's even more in line with, you know, the picture right here. Comes with some cool accessories. And then we've got Sasuke. So for $5 each, I just went ahead and picked these up. You know, I did always kind of like the Naruto and Sasuke. The Sasuke, I think, is a little pale as far as skin tone goes, but in Shippuden he was a little bit more pale. But yeah, you know, $5 each, I can deal with this Kakashi being green. And we're continuing on in the anime realm. It's a hole that I've dug, and I just keep digging it deeper. And it's the Robot Spirits Eva. This is Eva 08. Now this is from the Rebuild series. Just like the other two were actually from the Rebuild series. They weren't from Neon Genesis, but I really enjoy the retelling of the story through the films, and I'm really interested to see where the fourth one's going to go. But this Unit 8 looks really cool. I have Unit 0 and Unit 1 back on the shelf behind me. I finally got to use the flight stands that I talked about in that video, which I'm also going to leave a link for those for anybody that missed it last time. A link to those flight stands. There's a 10-pack on Amazon for like 20 something bucks, and they come in, and it's 10 of these. Just break it apart, put it together. It's really easy. I actually, you know, it was a lot easier than I anticipated putting it together, but I'm really excited to take this one out. And if you remember the box sizes from the last two, this is a larger box size, so it's actually got more accessories and other cool shit with it. We are finishing off with more anime. Who would have thunk it, you know? Now, funny story about these is I pre-ordered these back in July or August, I think, whenever they first got announced. I pre-ordered them on Amazon just because I knew that they would come out when they were supposed to. I would get them free shipping and all this stuff. And I had a gift card that I was using up as well. But they were supposed to come in on, you're watching this on Friday, they were supposed to come in on Monday. And whenever I got the alert from Amazon that they had been delivered, I went outside and the box wasn't there. The picture that they sent, the box was there, but when I went out, it was not. It's the first thing I've ever had stolen from my doorstep in my entire life. So I was really upset about that, and you know, stuff happens. It is what it is. I placed a new order for these, and then whenever the new ones were scheduled to come in, I woke up very early. Well, I want to say woke up, but I was already awake. My insomnia had gotten the best of me, so I was just kind of sitting up, and I heard a loud noise outside my door around 6 or 6:30 in the morning. And then I went out, and these were sitting in a bag outside of my front door. So I guess whoever stole my box realized there was nothing cool or worth any money or anything like that. So they just decided to return them along with Orillo in the bag. most surreal experience I've ever had in my life. So now I have 2 sets of these. I'm going to see if I can return the other one to Amazon. I don't know. But we've got the new wave of the My Hero Academia figures. These are from McFarlane Toys. We've got the Ida, which was the second one that I wanted the most out of this wave. You know, I like having all these heroes, but Shigaraki was my favorite from Wave 1. So, this Ito looks cool. It's got the pipes. It's got an additional head swap for the helmet, so you can have them full out. And just really excited for this. And then we've got a new Bakugo in the UA gym outfit. And I'm not super stoked on this figure, but I am collecting the whole line because I love the show so much, and probably more than I thought I would enjoy it when I first started watching it. But I just really enjoy it, and so with these McFarlane Toys, even if something isn't great, I want to still kind of get it just so they'll keep making more and more figures, more characters, and so they'll put more work into it down the line. But yeah, this head sculpt is not great. I'm not super stoked on it. That face is, it's a little iffy to say the least. But I do have the Wave 1 Bakugo. It is cool to have them in their gym gear, though. I think that could be something down the line that they do more of. But my favorite and most wanted figure out of this set, which I think probably everyone was Killer Stain. Now this looks so sick. I mean, the sculpt on it, all the detail. This is so cool, and I'm so excited to have this. And we need more villains, though, like with most villains, their mindset isn't exactly villainous, to say the least. They do have somewhat of good intentions, but they just go about it in the worst way. But Stain, I'm really, really, really excited to add this to my collection. So that's going to do it for this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what was your favorite thing that I had in this video? Do you like the wrestling stuff? Do you like the anime stuff? Obviously I do, and I'm going to keep going down those holes, but is there anything, have you been looking for any of these things in your stores or online or anything like that? And don't forget to give me a like if you like the video. If you just want to talk, comment that too, just say hi, whatever, and then hit the little subscribe-y. It's waiting there for you. Really helps me out a lot if y'all do any of these things. Share my videos. You know, YouTube likes it. I like it. I want people to see these videos and see all the cool stuff that we're doing over here. So, from me, Big Ain, Nathan, to you, have a good day, have a good hunt, take care of yourselves.